start your day.
That's premiering from the Premier Bank. We'll get into that in just a bit. Dennis goes to a different African country every week. He'll tell you where we are this week, and we want to put you to work to let us know what your interpretation of today's proverb is.
So today we are in Zambia. They visited the country, they enjoyed it, and they'll be going back home. But it is a beautiful country. We're talking about a population of 20 million people, a country that is being powered by mining, especially copper and cobalt. Agriculture, tourism is big in the country. But let's go to the proverb today, right? A head that consults never goes bald. A head that consults never goes bald. How would you interpret that? I start with you, Joseph. How would you interpret that proverb?
A head that
Consults never goes bald.
Never goes bald. That's an interesting one.
Joseph, don't worry. We've been targeted since morning. it was me in the morning at 6. Then later on, it was Jimmy and Jiggy. Now it's your turn. We the people with no hair.
I think that's a target. You are targeting those people with no hair. All right. But I think what I would want to say is there is you don't know everything. And there is a lot that happens that you have no clue about. And therefore, even when you're making your decisions, you probably need to talk to a few people who knows one or two things to consult about what is happening around you. Yeah.
Dahir, how would you interpret that?
I would say if you don't know what the problem is, you can't provide a solution to it. So the consultation is key. While you might act like you know everything, for sure, there's one thing that you don't know. True. And it's good to speak to the experts.
Yeah. And I think just so we can rest this, Okari, it's not because you're bald, but if you have hair and you refuse to consult, what happens? You end up scratching your head looking for answers, and through that, you might lose your hair. So
that's rich.
It will be my turn. I will look for a proverb that fits you.
One day I'll get at you. Very late.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for being here this morning, of course. And as we get into this conversation, let's start off from the top of it. Tell us a little bit about Premier Bank. You know, how long you've been around, what it is that you do. We'll start with you, Yahya.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much. So Premier Bank is the first fully fledged Sharia-compliant bank in Kenya. Premier Bank is now in the country for 2 years, but Premier Bank has bought 65% shareholding of First Community Bank. For the last 2 years, we've been in the trenches, working on products, building, customers' confidence, and trying to, present this bank as the go-to bank. We have 21 branches across the country. We are in 9 counties, and we have 9 branches in Nairobi. We are in Kisumu. We are in Nakuru. We are in Mombasa. We are in Kilifi. We are in Garissa, Wajir, Isiolo, and Marsabit. So that is Premier Bank.
What is a Sharia-compliant bank?
So Sharia-compliant bank is a bank that builds its products and services around the principles of Islamic faith. That doesn't mean that the bank only builds those products for the people who profess the Islamic faith. We're a bank for everyone, but we build and structure product according to the principles of Islamic. Yeah.
So let's talk about the bank as is at the moment. And you realize that in every money matters, as you speak, even at the moment in Kenya today, it's very difficult to find someone working with the hard cash, right? So you'd find now is where now technology, R&D, research and development and innovation becomes part and parcel of banks across the country and pretty much across the world. So here comes now Premier Tab. What's Premier Tab, Joseph?
And thank you for that question. And let me circle a little bit back to what Yahya said. In Sharia banking, mostly what you talk about is ethical financing. That is really the major thing I can say about Sharia banking. I wasn't in Sharia banking before. I came from conventional banking. And when I came to Sharia banking, one thing that I have really identified with is the ethical part of it. But myself, I'm focused so much on digital technology and products. And Premier Tap, we have introduced what we are calling Premier Tap, and in the broader perspective of making this bank digital. And Premier Tap is not just technology we are launching. Really, we're talking about lifestyle. We're introducing frictionless, contactless, the first of its kind in the country. We take pride in saying that we are changing the way payments are done and the way conversations around digital payments is done. So Premier Tap, it's not just technology, it's not just applications, it's not just gadgets. It's really connecting with the need of the customer, their lifestyle, and making their life easy. Life is about now, when it comes to payment, it's about just a tap. But of course, not just from a card, but from fancy stuff like a ring, like head glasses. I would show some of those things that we came with for the people to see them.
When you talk about technology,
Yes.
obviously there's an embrace to try things that are new, things that make then life easier for the end user.
Yes.
How does it work in practice for an everyday Kenyan who's just going about their business and to a clientele drawn from the different spaces in terms of payment technology? How does it work in practice?
Really simple. What we have done is Kenyans are used to carrying plastic cards. Once you forget that plastic card, everywhere you need to use a card, you can't do a payment. And therefore, what we are saying is you no longer need to carry your bank card. You can carry your phone, and your phone becomes your payment instrument. It's almost impossible for you to forget your phone. But even if you forgot your phone,
It can only run out of charge.
yeah, probably, yes.
Charger is the issue. That's why we have power banks.
Charge imeisha. And
Yes.
that is the reason why people have 2 or 3 power banks. So
Yes.
people have chargers in their cars to ensure that their phone. By the way, it is so interesting. Somebody will be concerned so much about my phone is 10% to go out, more than they are concerned if they bought milk for the baby. You know why? Because people earn their lives on their phones. So if I'm able to bring all your payment capabilities on your phones, then that means that I'm enabling you to pay easily and anywhere. That's the reason why today paying with M-Pesa looks like the most easiest thing, because it is done on your phone. And now that's what you are bringing. Instead of you having to carry a plastic card that you put in a wallet, you have like several bank cards. Sometimes you forget the wallet, you forget them in your car, and you have to go back to your car to get your card. Why don't you just use your phone and tap and pay? You know?
Okay, so show us how this works exactly, and what kind of pay. Because you said just that I can do anything. I can make any payment. So
Yes.
using the gadget, you said you talked about sunglasses, you talked about a watch,
Yes.
a ring, a phone. So
A
what?
wristband as well.
A wristband.
Yeah.
What can I do? So this gadget, essentially, I would imagine, is linked to my account,
Yes.
and I can do transfers. I can pay on the go. All of this. Show us how that works.
Wonderful. Actually, what we wanted to do and Dennis, is we have built an ecosystem where we bring the banking to you minus the walls. That is, I assume, of course, you don't have an account with Premier Bank. So what I want us to do basically is to go to App Store if you have iPhone, or Play Store, and download Premier Connect. Now, from Premier Connect, you don't have to have an account with Premier Bank. What you do is you sign up there. Then you open your account, probably take you 10-15 minutes, order for your card, and order for your wearable, all from the app. And if we had a POS here today, we would actually show you how you can be able to tokenize that wearable that we have here today to be able to make payments for you without even you setting a foot in any of our branches. That is the kind of convenience we're trying to create in the market today.
And how is it working so far? Is there an uptake? Do you think that folks, are we getting to the point? I mean, look at society. Are we getting to the point whereby people are actually saying, this whole cash carrying business, as well as going to line up in the banking hall or to do queue, and nobody has time for that anymore, as it were. But then there are folks who are still traditional in nature. If I don't see the cash, I don't have it. This business that you're talking about of cash moving in some virtual vortex from here to there, I don't get it. I want to see the actual cash. How do we convince those folks that this is actually the way to go?
Yeah, it's a changing world, and as you have said, there are people, and much of our target to the youth, to the Gen Z. We don't want to leave the old folks behind. We still want to go with them, and that's the reason why we are saying we make it very easy for you. It is, if today you can use a card, it is the same thing. Your money stays in a bank account. You open a bank account. Your money stays in a bank account. And we connect it to your bank account through technology, through your phone or through a wearable, which you're just replacing your normal card. So it just works like your card. We haven't really totally eliminated the idea that you still have money in your bank account. And once we give you Premier Connect shows you your bank account. You can do anything else in your bank account. You can see your balances, everything. So we still haven't discarded that. It is still there. But we are enabling you to have an experience beyond just carrying a card and just walking to the branches every time you need to walk to the branches. By the way, as Yahya have stated, it's not just an application. We have built an entire ecosystem, including the corporates. We have what we call Premier Connect. We have a number of 6 applications or so that have been connected into one and consolidated into one. Other than where you have a bank where you want to do something different, you log into a different app. You want to do something different, you log into a different app. We have brought it together under one umbrella, calling it Premier Connect. And in it, we have the corporate capabilities in it. We have the retail capabilities in it. We have individual capabilities in it. And then now, the lifestyle capabilities in it. It is like a one shop where everybody with the different needs and different desires can come and pick what fits them.
When you talk about the Premier app, Premier tab pretty much bringing a lifestyle to some, what exactly does that mean?
Yeah, what we do mean is, it is your daily life. Your life becomes, you don't need even to think about making a payment. All you need to know is, if I carry my ring, for example, I carry my ring today. It is the good thing it has a Kenyan flag, yeah? This is my payment. This is my payment ring. If I am used to wearing my marriage ring, I never leave it. I mean,
okay,
and now
you shouldn't. Yeah.
Yes. And now I have a ring that is a payment ring for me. When it is in my fingers, I don't need to think about if I need to pay something. Do I have cash in my pocket? Do I have my wallet? If I ask you today, do you have your wallet? Probably it is in your car, and your card is in that wallet, but you have your ring now. So you don't need to keep thinking that if I need to make a payment, do I have my wallet? Do I have cash? All I need to know is I have a ring and I can tap if there is an NFC-enabled gadget anywhere.
This guy here, called Dennis Okari, is the one you need to be talking to, because these are the people who leave their wallets and things in the car. So if you're looking for a live example of who this gospel should be preached to, or who this Sharia is for, we are asking who then needs to be converted. There are questions.
Bless him.
The gadgets. So there are live examples of why this gadget has been created.
Yes.
We are here. So maybe it's good, because usually my lecturer used to say that you do case studies so that you have an understanding of this theory that we have, and then you can bring it down.
Exactly.
So there are solutions to your problems, I'm telling you.
Actually,
I'm looking at the app. I've actually downloaded the app. I love the interface, by the way. It's very simple. So it only has register account, login, or new to Premier Bank. Then
Join.
I love the videos there. I think it has a Kenyan theme.
Correct.
A very Kenyan theme. Then I'm seeing the national park. I'm seeing some video clips of the city. So I go to new opening account.
Correct.
Okay, so I do that. I select country. I select Kenya quite easily. Then I put my mobile number. And then from there, quickly my email address. And, well, this is actually very fast. It's good to do this practically, by the way. And then from that point on, say next.
And Dennis, if you open that account now,
Yep.
I will deposit the first 5,000 shillings into your account.
Oh.
By lunch today. Yes.
Oh yeah. Fast.
So go on.
We are going for lunch.
So I'm just clicking next. So 5,000 will come into my account.
Correct.
The bank is here.
Yes.
The bank is there. There are no walls. Like you said. No
No
walls.
Yes.
This is interesting. Okay, loading all my details. Like Ndu said, my problem has always been this. I never like working with my wallet. The issues, the back issues, especially for men,
Yes.
you put your bulky wallet back pocket.
You sit with an
Not
sit-
on bulky.
Yeah.
Not yeah.
Yes, so it has cards, it's got money, it's got your
Yeah.
ID, it's got so many things. So I prefer keeping it somewhere, and when I
Yes.
need, and I hate working with cash.
Cash in your
So I'm
pocket.
always either using my phone. Oh, it's asking me for I verify my email.
Yes.
There's a
It will send you an OTP, one-time password to your email address.
You guys go on.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you do this,
yes.
because the lunch loading. So this is interesting because here we are and we're saying we're getting into a world where technology is being embraced.
Yes.
As the world is moving, then now getting into the place whereby, things change. How does this work when, as people often do, you might travel, you might go somewhere else and they say, okay, well, if you're going to leave, then usually a bank will say, let us know that you're going to leave so we can enable. So if I'm walking around with my ring or my watch, how can I know that I can use it in different jurisdictions?
Beautiful. And in fact, just yesterday, someone called me from the UK who is using our product and asked me, do you want to tell me I can use this in the UK? And I told them, just try it because you're in the UK. Go ahead and do it. So they asked me, don't I need to write to the bank to allow me to use it in the UK and open it up and give me enough limit? I said no. It comes in built in it. We have put enough security mechanisms to identify you anywhere you are and when you attempt to use our product and to make the payment. So they are very secure. The reason why banks limit this is because of security issues. But for us, we have built platforms that are secured, and we are able to authenticate you anywhere. So we permit you to use it anywhere you want to use it. We can be able to tell whether is this our client that is attempting to use this product, or is it somebody else who is impersonating the person would block those payments. So if we are able to authenticate you appropriately, we will authorize those transactions. You don't need to call the bank for special authorization to travel with it or to use it in any part of the world. All you need to know is if where you are paying, they accept card payments and they are NFC enabled. You see that, without complicating things, you see that POS has something look like a wave.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is what is called NFC. It allows you to pay by tapping. So if you see any payment point around the world, and because we have partnered with MasterCard to issue these gadgets and these wearables, there would be POSs or payment points that have NFC and that are MasterCard enabled. You can tap it in any of those
Anywhere.
jurisdictions, anywhere in the world.
Yeah. So Dahir, even as we talk about it, as you someone onboards themselves on these, there is always the aspect, and Dennis as well would just add on that. Security is something that is really critical and important, because even now, as you're trying to set up now, there is the aspect of your personal identification is needed, but beyond that, then even as I walk with my card or I walk with my ring, I walk with my phone and all these things, how secure is the app? Because then that becomes a point of contention and queries that everyone else would be asking. So how secure is Premier Tap?
Well, thank you very much. Premier Tap is a very well secured platform because every transaction is actually encrypted, and that tokenization, when we are actually tokenizing your wearables, we are using MasterCard's global security standards, so that we assure no sensitive information is actually stored, on your device, and it is actually safer to use on any, safer to use, just like the normal, cards, or even more safer, basically, to use than the normal physical cards.
Okay.
Because when you look at the wearables, like this ring that I have, this one, which Joseph said has the Kenyan flag.
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere your card digits are appearing. So if you lose this card,
This ring.
unless if this ring is well known in the country that, of course, this is a payment solution and it can easily be tapped. One, we've put a limit on it. So up to 5,000 shillings, you can be able to tap and go without having to put your PIN. But anything above that, you have to actually put your PIN.
Okay.
Your PIN stays with you.
So nobody can just like take this ring, and so because I could leave it on the table, whatever.
Yeah.
And from what you've said, from what Joseph said, all I need to do is tap and go.
Correct.
But nobody can take this ring and put it on or whatever and use it. They can, though, if I forget it one day, and if somebody knows that they can tap with this ring and make a payment, somebody could actually put it on and
Correct.
tap on my behalf.
Correct. That is
But
possible.
that's not a good thing.
It is possible.
Uh-huh.
But what is also possible is that you have the control yourself. You don't have to call us. You don't have to visit any of our branches. You just go to our mobile app and block the card. You also block the card completely.
wearable, yeah.
The wearable, yeah. You can basically block it, remove it from any of your payment solutions. So that is not going to be used anywhere. We also have, we give you alerts. So if, for example, you've misplaced it and there's a transaction that has gone through, that alert can actually trigger that you're not the one who has, done that transaction. Then you can be able to now go to your app and block that card, block the wearable, or remove it from any of your payment solutions.
Let me get this straight. Let me see the ring first. So do I buy this ring, or does your bank give this for free?
All right. So we sell these rings.
Okay.
But what we're doing currently is because we want to show people that there is more convenient way to make your payments.
Yeah.
We're giving these rings for free. Right. So for a certain period. But of course, when that time comes, we will be charging for all the rings. So we have the ring, we have these glasses. So we have also the phone covers, either iPhone or Android, or Samsung. Then we have the wristbands. We have also the key holders, and also phone covers. These stickers, phone stickers. Yeah. So we have all kinds of.
So if I wear
And
this,
you are famous.
the Kenyan, yes.
Oh,
as
the
well.
bracelet.
Yes.
I can pay using that?
Yes.
Yes, sure. Actually, we will tokenize for you the Masai beaded band.
Oh, fantastic.
We have the fabric one, but we
This
have
one.
the fabric one,
Yeah.
and we have the bead one. So if you love wearing this, we'll give you this.
But, so let's start with the ring. So if I get this ring, I'm wearing this ring,
Yeah.
how do I use this to do my shopping, for example?
It's like a fist.
Like a fist. So if there's a PDQ machine,
Yes.
I just tap?
You go there, you just point to it, and it is going to recognize.
Not any specific direction,
No,
not
no.
anywhere. I just
Yes.
tap the PDQ machine.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Just that. If it was.
This
if it
witchcraft.
If it is this Kenyatta, if it's this Kenyatta, and I can see there is a chip or something inside.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now, one asks, because I share with mine, because I already have mine here, this thing will not shock me.
Water resistant.
It's water resistant.
Made for everyone. You can even swim with it.
Okay.
Okay, so this too. So I'm curious about the sunglasses. Let me see the sunglasses.
let's go.
So I can pay using these sunglasses
Yes.
on the PDQ machine. How do I do that? So I bring the PDQ machine to my eye level.
The chip is in this
I think
side.
it's a
Chip is
style.
here. Yeah.
The chip is on this side.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it's written MasterCard.
On the other side also Premier
Oh,
Bank.
it's like the concept of the security, spy cameras.
Yeah.
I used to use these when I was doing investigative stories. So it had a camera somewhere here and the SD card was somewhere here. So if I
Exactly.
wear these glasses
Yes.
like this, and let's assume this is a PDQ machine and I'm buying, doing my shopping. So what do? I bring the machine close to this.
Yes, you can do that. You can actually
can
remove it.
Or you can remove your
I can
glasses.
remove my glasses,
And
just
just
tap
tap.
and move.
Yeah.
Just up and move.
This will confuse all my enemies.
But you must have money in the account.
Oh, but the limit for all these wearables is 5,000.
What you can actually use to make payments without you inputting your PIN. is
Oh, without
5,000.
putting any pin.
Without
Yes.
putting any PIN.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I'm doing shopping of let's say 18,000,
It will request for a pin.
it will request for a pin. So just tap, then put the pin on the
Yeah,
PDQ
then put the
machine,
pin,
and that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Interesting stuff. And, we're looking this morning into Premier Tap and ways in which technology is allowing us to do the things that we would do on a normal basis without essentially going out of our way. And two gentlemen this morning are with us in the studio from Premier Bank. Joseph Jogu and Yahya Dahir. We're looking at these things, wearables, all kinds of things. I just thought about something. With this Ring IV tap, essentially, you can get your things done once, getting into that.
This is going to be a very good concept. You can actually go propose to your girl.
Exactly. And she said, what's in
Put
it for
money
me?
in the ring.
What's in it for me? And she says,
You've
just
got it.
tap here.
You've got it. Now you don't need to just give empty rings.
Ah.
No empty rings anymore.
You know?
Exactly.
With this Ring IV
Put some
tap.
money on the they say what? What's the song?
Put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Now put some money on it.
Yes.
Valentine is coming.
Or tap on it. Or either
Valentine
way.
is
All right.
coming.
It's 20 minutes to 10 o'clock. Joseph Jogu and Yahya Dahir are here with us. And we're looking into more of these and how it actually makes technology just a little bit easier or just makes process a little bit easier. We'll come back and continue with this when we come back from this break. And don't go away. We'll be back. This is The Situation Room. It's Kenya's biggest conversation.
This is The Situation Room, the only way to start your day.
Technology, maybe some of what we've seen, that you can actually walk around with everything that you need when it comes to making payments. Have you succeeded in opening your account?
I'm verifying my documents.
You're verifying
Yep.
your documents. Fantastic. All right. Even as we go that, we're just seeing a practical example of how this actually works. Is this a game changer? How then do we see how it's going to really then affect operations, Joseph?
Yeah, for sure. This is an interesting entrance into the market, and the whole ecosystem of that you just have your bank on your fingertips digitally, ensuring that you reduce your interactions and requires you to interact with the people. One of the things is technology is very predictable. Number two, it creates a lot of convenience. You don't need to literally plan to come to the bank to get your card. Now, from Premier Tap, you can even you can order a card online and then tokenize your wearable. If that card has a problem, you need to change PIN, you change it online. If you need to stop a card, you stop it online. You don't need to come to the bank. You need to reactivate the card, you do it online. Meaning that we free more time for you to go and do the stuff that you like, So, therefore, meaning that people will embed their banking in their daily lives without them thinking that I need to set apart some time to go to the bank. You don't need to delay a transaction. You don't need to delay an experience. You don't need to delay a dinner. You don't need to delay a visit somewhere. You can still do all those things while still you take care of your banking needs.
What happens with downtime? Because we know with technology comes a time whereby, the lights are going to go off at some point. So what happens when maybe there's a glitch or something? What do I do? The thing I toggle it is not working, or, it's going to happen at some point. So what does the back end look like in terms of making sure that, you're not offline for, too long? And what has been put in place to make sure that, there's smooth movement of operations, especially with this technology?
Yeah, two things I can comment into that. Number one is, as Premier Bank, we have invested heavily in technology and in what we call high availability, such that we are not just running in one environment. We are running in different environments, such that if one environment goes down, the other environment is still working. We can switch you automatically to a different environment. That is what we call in technical terms high availability. And then number two, we have implemented robust backup mechanism, such that even if something was to go wrong, we'll be back seamlessly into our backup site. But also number three, we are PCI DSS compliant bank, not just on the card security, but also to ensure with our partnership with the MasterCard, fully tested to ensure that we have complied to global standards when it comes to authorization rate. For example, today, I'm very proud to say that our card authorization, most of the time, I see challenges usually are attempting to make more than you have in your account. That is when I see failures. But our card authorization is past 99%, meaning that we have invested proper platforms and technology and resources to ensure that you can do your payments. But in case you have a problem and you still need to contact us, we have a 24/7 contact center. You can call the bank anytime, and you will be sorted. You can find us on WhatsApp. You can talk to us on Facebook. You can talk to us by calling the bank, and somebody on the other side will attend to you. We have a 24/7 center, network operations center, and a contact center to ensure that we serve our customers in different time zones. We have customers who are in diaspora. We have from Australia, China, all the way to America. So different time zones served within our contact center.
Well, good. So I have two questions. So let's say a customer loses this or misplaces maybe the ring, or maybe I've forgotten my sunglasses in my car, or maybe I've lost them, or even maybe broken these glasses. But maybe my kids are playing with this, then they break this, or I lose. How do you replace it with another one? How do you do it? And the second part of that same question is, can I have the ring, the sunglasses,
you want everything, okay.
And the phone? I'm just trying to imagine. Every day I have my phone with me. So you have a phone cover that has the same thing, correct?
Yeah.
I have sunglasses. It's hot out there. I have my ring. Can I have more than 5 and still use each depending on which one I feel like using?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So in terms of, first of all, replacement, it's easy. It's also simple. What you can do if you misplace, say for example, your car, your ring or your glasses, because it's no longer of use to you, you misplaced it. You can be able to go to your app and first of all remove that wearable from your payment solutions. So once you do that, you can be able to actually go again and try to go on the app again and request for a wearable, which you can be able to do that. And
this one I'll pick from at the bank.
At the branches, any of our branches.
Okay.
Yeah. So when, for example, you say you want more than one ring, what we actually do is we can give you up to 3 wearables actually attached to your card. Okay. So you can choose 3 out of all these wearables that we have that can be attached to your card. So you can be able to use it anywhere and anyhow, whichever you are actually comfortable with, depending on the situation at that time. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can attach 3 wearables. In fact, you can even do up to 5. But our recommendation, do just like 3. Okay. So that you're also able to keep track of your wearables. Yeah, and you can give your wife one. And they can access all your money.
As they should.
When they go to
they do anyway.
Actually, they do. When they go to the supermarket, when they are to shop. Yeah. Or you can even give it to your daughter who is in school or your son. And they can use. And you can actually see. This is a good thing. You can actually see where they shopped.
Also, do you have to put in the PIN? Let's say, your wife, whatever, has your card or your ring. Or as they should. Or anyway, look.
Or your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to put in your PIN? If they're using the wearable at some point, do you have to put in the PIN?
If it
Because I'm
is
assuming
below-
they're sharing the account.
If it is beyond 5,000,
You-
you have to share your PIN with them.
Or they would have to have the PIN.
You have to have the PIN
Okay.
to do the payment.
Okay.
The POS.
But if it is below 5,000, they can actually tap without requiring you to have the PIN. And the good thing of it, as I was saying, is you're able to actually tell where this wearable was used and for what amount. So
Can you do repeat payments on this wearable? I'm just trying to look at the things that people have been able to do with this thing.
Yes.
So if I know that I can use this wearable not more than 5,000 shillings, and the thing that I want to pay for is 25,000, can I tap it 5 times for the amount of 5,000? Remember that you said below 5,000. 5,000 and below, I don't have to use the PIN.
yes.
So here is somebody who wants to pay for 25,000 shillings on the thing. Can I tap it 5 times?
If you are trying to tap it at the same gadget, the same location, in succession, the system will read you're trying to game it. It will begin to block those transactions.
I see.
Yes, because it is the back end is also the monitoring is also AI driven, so it's able to read your behavior and know normal behavior. This is not normal behavior. You don't have someone tapping 5 times on one gadget successively, like after 30 seconds you're trying to tap. We think somebody is trying to steal your money. We'll block those transactions.
You see, when you talk about the wearables that we have right now, and you look at it from an SME perspective, you're talking about access to financial solutions, you know?
Yeah.
And when you talk about such access, it's such that if I am selling my wares or I'm buying anything, it is as easy as a tap, a ring, and whatnot. And how does this then come to solve that problem that has existed for a very long time, especially among the SMEs?
All right. So data is something that is very critical. The fact that you have an account with us and you are doing transactions across all the channels that we have means that the bank is and will be ready to provide those financial service solutions, basically, that you would actually require as an SME. So what we need, what you actually need then to do is have that conversation with your relationship manager at the branch, or your branch manager at the branch, to then say, I've been using these kinds of wearable or payment solutions of your bank for all this long. But on this other side, I actually need, a support in terms of my business growing. So how does then the bank actually come in? So the bank does, of course, other financial products that support, the businesses of all our SMEs and our corporates, as well as, of course, the employees and individual retail customers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like, obviously, so like we've talked about, you here in Kenya, you're going to different countries in the world. So one thing that we said, you could have multiple wearables for the same account, especially when you have like a joint account, so that everybody can get the wearables on that same account and then be able to use it through. And also, you know how you can have like a secondary card on an account?
Supplementary.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Can you do that with the wearables as well?
Yes, of course, you can do that. Wearable requires you to have a card.
Yeah.
And now we have introduced, you don't need to print physical cards like plastics. You just go online and order a card. Even now, after he opens his account, he can order 1 or 2 cards or 3 cards as he wishes, and every card can be tokenized with a wearable, meaning that we can give you different cards in one account, and for each card you can attach 3 or 4 wearables.
Okay.
Yes.
So are these just here for making payments, or other transactions that you do on your account? Can you use the tap feature to then be able to do that, whether it's transferring money, whether it's setting up, payments on your account, or all these other things, or is it just for payments?
Wonderful. And that is a good question. Actually, the platform that powers the Premier Tap is called Premier Connect.
Okay.
So Premier Connect is our omni-channel. It is one platform that gives you access to all services of the bank. What you can do with Premier Connect is you can be able to send money. As I've said, we have built an ecosystem we have built you an entire bank without walls. So what you can actually do on your Premier Connect, as Dennis is actually doing, is to now open the account, order for the card, send money, whether it is through RTGS, locally or internationally, SWIFT. And actually the strong thing that our omni-channel app that has is that you can be able to send remittance to over 100 countries from the tap of your phone. And when he was talking about Cameroon, I said, next time you go to Cameroon, then we will be able to send you money from here, and in 5 minutes you have it. So we are actually creating that access even in all these countries, and it's the only app or platform of a bank that can be able to do that for you. So you can send that money. You can also, as you've said, send the SWIFT locally, RCGS through PesaLink. What you can also do is, if you have money in your M-Pesa, you don't have to go to bank or or go to an M-Pesa dealer, withdraw the cash and deposit. From your omni-channel, from your app, you can be able to now load your account from M-Pesa, and that is what I actually wanted to do for Dennis. As soon as he opens his account, then I'll be able to actually deposit money in his account from my M-Pesa, without him going anywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's the hold up, man? You don't have documents?
No, I had to send a set on my soft copy ID.
Okay.
Then I have to take the and it was actually fast, so I have to take then the picture, so it's processing.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're processing.
Yeah, I think as that processes, let's talk about now the combination and the merger, or you working together with MasterCard. A world reputable institution that is known for pretty much just processing and the transfer of money and whatnot. And you look at MasterCard, and that then comes forward to give a stamp of approval that this is secure, this is safe, and it has been tried across the globe. So in terms of your partnership with MasterCard, what does that then bring on board in terms of trust, security?
Yeah, and Sean, thanks for that comment. MasterCard is a global brand. So what MasterCard brings on board is, number one, the trust of the brand, because MasterCard has been here for longer, even probably more than Premier Bank here, of course, and also a world-renowned brand. So our partnership was very specific. We wanted a brand that can inspire confidence. But also, MasterCard, one thing that we have noted is their drive for innovation. They are a leader in this, and that's why we have partnered with them. And all the transactions we are doing, they have been secured by MasterCard network and the MasterCard platform. And what we are saying is we need a partner, a stronger partner, to work with us on this journey of transforming the way payments are done. And I think MasterCard fits that bill. It's a trusted brand. People know it. Number two, it is global. It brings...
Makofi, the world champion baby.